The Vacheron Constantin Overseas 4500V is truly a fantastic timepiece. It may perhaps be considered one of the greatest luxury steel sports watches in its class, and it has been for a long time. However, it appears that collectors have only recently begun to pay attention to it. You might be wondering, what gives? Do they believe the Vacheron Constantin Overseas 4500V is inferior to its rivals? Well, it's a little more complicated than that, as usual. Let's go into the details and see if we can piece together the Overseas 4500V's narrative. We hope you're doing fine because today we will be looking at this fine timepiece, which is the Vacheron Constantin Overseas 4500V, known to be one of the best luxury sports watches in the world. Now make sure to stay until the end of this video to find out the coolest and most sophisticated features of the Vacheron Constantin Overseas. As part of the troika of luxury sports watches born in the 1970s, the Vacheron Constantin Overseas fulfills all the prerequisites of the genre. The Overseas adds a layer of versatility to the Royal Oak and Nautilus thanks to its deceptively easy replaceable strap mechanism. The Overseas is a fully fledged family now in its third incarnation, and the model we're looking at today is the simplest, entry-level, time-only watch in a 41mm steel case with a dashing black dial and Vacheron Constantin's in-house movement created particularly for this watch. The slight design modifications and exceptional case and bracelet finishes evoke the casual elegance of the earliest Overseas watches while still incorporating the durable features of a sports watch. Before we go into the history of the Overseas 4500V, there are several luxury steel sports watches available that seem to be a kind of competition with the timepiece we are presenting. The ceramic Rolex Daytona has practically devolved into its own category. That, however, is a chronograph. With a completely different background, I'm referring to two models when I talk about competition for the Overseas 4500V. Patek Philippe Ref 5711 Nautilus and the Royal Oak Ref 15500 from Audemars Piguet. And as you know, the original Overseas collection was released in 1996, and it has been updated twice since then, in 2004 and 2016. With purposeful historical elements and a clear emphasis on refinement, the third and most recent Overseas collection, debuted in 2016, is the closest in spirit to the original generation. The 41mm stainless steel case has a dynamic personality with its juxtaposition of distinct geometric shapes and materials, but it has been tempered to reflect the more elegant, streamlined profile of the Overseas One. The characteristic bezel is rounder, slimmer, and less angular than its predecessors. In short, far away better looking, and contains 6 notches rather than the 8 notches of the first and second generation models, and is supposed to remind us of the Maltese cross that is part of Vacheron Constantin's identity. The case's outstanding degree of workmanship with alternating satin brushed and polished finishes is what stands out. Taking a much closer look, the bracelet was given subtle but effective design adjustments that preserved the half Maltese cross pattern while softening it for a more elegant aesthetic. The silky smooth bracelet also boasts an inventive built-in extension mechanism, which is really simple to use as it allows you to adjust it to your wrist size, which can expand and shrink in different temperatures. The case is water resistant to 150 meters, and owing to the soft iron casing ring, it can tolerate magnetic fields of up to 25,000 amperes per meter, staying true to its original purpose as a premium sports watch. Isn't it awesome? If you're enjoying this video by far, please click subscribe and ring the notification bell for more amazing videos like this one. Moving on to its sleek black dial that was introduced into the collection a few years back and is attractive, trendy, and simple to mix. It's difficult to go wrong with a black face, and this watch's inky black lacquered display is undeniably stunning. After so many years of blue dials, it's also nice to see a black dial, don't you agree? The black dial, which is also now available in blue, brown, and silver, is the most elegant and easy to combine choice. According to Selmoni, the dial took a long time to create. We liked the slightly vintage touch of the Overseas and got inspired by dials of the 1950s and 1960s with the two-tone finishes and depth. We worked really hard to develop the dial of the Overseas 3 and made more than 100 samples to get the color and finishes we wanted. And for the new Overseas models, Vacheron Constantin designed a pretty kick-ass dial that is actually an improvement over the previous Overseas dial, which wasn't too bad to begin with. The applied hour indicators are lume-painted and super crisp, offering truly excellent legibility. Meanwhile, as you look at the flange, you can see that it is satin finished and the hour markers and hands are crafted from 18-karat white gold and faceted for extra volume. The Overseas DIY interchangeable bracelet system is another appealing feature. The method enables you to alter the personality of your watch in seconds with no equipment necessary, making it one of the easiest and fastest mechanisms on the market that even a toddler could grasp. Yep, it's that simple. The watch comes with a sophisticated black alligator strap and a sporty black rubber strap, and is presented on a gorgeous silver band. The metal bracelets are domed and have a satin brushed finish with polished interior angles that evoke the half Maltese cross motif, which is a Vacheron Constantin icon. The rubber strap has a motif inspired by the same famous Vacheron Constantin emblem. And the alligator leather strap has a flat tip and a velvety nubuck lining with a micro-perforated effect. In addition to the rapid release mechanism for the straps, there is a new tool-free method for changing the deployant clasp between straps. Thanks to the said clasp and system of 3 easily interchangeable straps, steel, leather, and rubber, the watch can be personalized according to the owner's wishes. Now, below deck, the Overseas boasts an in-house automatic movement made to measure for this family of watches. Caliber 5100 has 172 components and is fitted with Vacheron's very own in-house balance spring running at 4 Hz with a power reserve of 60 hours. Functionally, the 5100 offers the time with a central second hand and the date. Perfectly suited to active lifestyles, the sapphire case back shows the 22-karat gold oscillating weight, which is carved with a wind rose and has sandblasted, polished, and grain finishes to represent the journey theme. The watch bears the hallmark of Geneva certification, as one might anticipate. With all the sophistication recently mentioned, you're probably starting to guess the price of the VC timepiece. So to cut to the chase, the Vacheron Constantin Overseas Black Dial 4500V that has a stainless steel bracelet with 2 extra straps, one in alligator leather and the other in black rubber, costs 22,700 Swiss franc, or roughly 22,900 US dollars. We can confidently say that no detail has been overlooked in the creation of this watch, which is filled with polished elements. The watch's sensuous finishes, sleek black lacquered dial, subtle allusions to the brand's emblem Maltese cross, sturdy in-house movement, and most of all, the strap-changing system's adaptability that elevate this piece to its proper place in the holy trinity of luxury sports watches. While there are many high-end sports watch alternatives, the Vacheron Constantin Overseas 4500V has resurfaced as a desired option with a good, flashy design and a lot of tool watch character. And after such a long wait for a new Overseas line, Vacheron Constantin did not disappoint. And just like you, we are also looking forward to seeing the types of watch enthusiasts out there wearing one of the new Vacheron Constantin Overseas models out in the world. And that concludes our video for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did, and share your thoughts to us about the Vacheron Constantin Overseas 4500V by commenting down the section below. And you may also suggest what video you want us to make next time. That'll be all, guys. Thank you very much for watching and staying till the end with us, and we'll see you all again real soon. Bye.